Woo! Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sam B right here with the Tune Up Show. So check it out, right? I was I was talking to some people today, and someone, one of my brothers, they sent out a they sent out something on the little group chat that we got or whatever, and well, I mean, you see the thumbnail, right? You saw the heading. It's exactly what it is. All right. UN issues report pushing for normalization and decriminalization of pedophilia. Look, this has been on the rise for a while. Okay, it's been on the rise for a while. They are nonstop with this LGBTQ plus pedo. All right, this is what's happening. That's why they keep. You ever realize they keep adding an extra letter to that community because they're trying to get all the way to P. Okay, this is the end game. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna read this real fast. The UN is pushing a report that declares pedophilia is a human right. I want y'all to hear that. The UN, United Nations, is pushing a report that declares pedophilia is a human right. This is why the U.S. needs to get out of and stop funding the UN. Yes, we have to do something because the UN is operating off of federal tax-paying dollars. Okay? And a lot of people, they don't understand. There's people out there that don't even know what the UN is even for. All they know what the UN is for is, the camera pans to them whenever there's some type of disaster that needs to be declared. Other than that, most people don't know what the UN is there for. They're here to push stuff like this. So Elizabeth Ure was on Steve Bannon's War Room to express her concerns with a new report being pushed by the UN that recommends making pedophilia legal. Yuri has been standing for the safety of children for ages. She has her own website labeled Yuri Children, where she shares current events on the subject and how you can help. This is a little synopsis of Elizabeth Ure. If you want to pause it, blow it up, you can read that yourself. All right. This is their mission. Yuri Children advocates for the global protection and innocence of children and fights to end child exploitation and trafficking, pornography, and abuse by exposing predators and by promoting laws, investigations, and policies which elevate the dignity of our most vulnerable. According to Yuri, the UN is reportedly pushing a report that calls for the normalization and decriminalization of pedophilia. All right. This is her on the War Room. We're going to play this real fast.
You see this, and I mean, you tell me, what is this thing with the United Nations and the no criminalization of any kind of contact with young people by adults on the sexual, the predator nature? What is going on here? Walk me through this.
Well, I feared this day. Many child advocates for years have been warning about the normalization and decriminalization of pedophilia. And lo and behold, no surprise, the UN has issued a report that's been apparently in the making for 5 years, and it's been pushed by the International Commission on Jurors. So there's many judges on this report from all over the world. In fact, there's professors from Georgetown Law, our alma mater, Steve, and Yale. And this is essentially what the United Nations is doing. And once you hear this, everything is going to now fall into place. You will see what the agenda is. The United Nations is now declaring that pedophilia is a human right. And this so-called human right should not be criminalized or prosecuted. They're clearly saying that minors can consent to sex with an adult. Now, in the Judeo-Christian legal system, we know that children.
Slow down, because I know you're gonna get blown up on. I just want to go back. Give me the report, the official title of the report. I want people to be able to link to it, and just give me it again. What the thing hasn't been voted on or approved, but it's an official report, 5 years in the making. What's the title of the report? What UN establishment, and then people can read it. What does the report say?
And you can see it at Your Children, my website. I posted it. It's called the 8 March Principles for a Human Rights-Based Approach to Criminal Law Proscribing Conduct Associated with Sex, Reproduction, Drug Use, HIV, Homelessness, and Poverty. And it's on the UN AIDS website. And it gives legal advice on issues related to sex involving children under the age of 18. So this report is, I think, the next generation of, we have abortion rights, we have LGBT rights, we have trans rights, and now we're going to have pedophilia rights. And for all those parents who've been scratching their heads saying, they're grooming our kids, with this in kindergarten, in preschool, with books, and sex ed. What is going on? This is what's going on. They are softening the target so that this report can be the basis of pushing for a worldwide decriminalization of sexual exploitation of children. We don't need any more laws on this issue. Steve, we've got state and federal laws that are very strong on protecting children. But this is what the global elites have always wanted, to legitimize pedophilia. And I've never seen a report like this. I have never seen a report. The opening statement is from a former judge, retired judge in South Africa, who is a very prolific gay activist. And he talks about himself in the report. And he said, for many long years in the law, as a proud gay man, I know profoundly how criminal law signals which groups are deemed worthy of protection and which are deemed worthy of condemnation and ostracism. So they are going to destigmatize pedophilia. That's the agenda here. And, it shouldn't come as a...
Yeah, we're going to get into more in it. I just want to make sure the report's out there. People can read it, and it goes up on your site. How do people get to you, both the site to get the report and then your analysis you put up on social media? Where do people go?
Sure. The report is up on Your, Y-O-R-E, Children, my website.com, and I'm everywhere on all social media platforms under Elizabeth Your. So the report's up there. I'll be commenting more on it. This is a heads up to parents, and this report is not going on a shelf, Steve. This report is going operational. It's going operational. And this is the reason why Trump wanted to defund the United Nations.
The UN. Trump was 100% correct on this.
And there you have it. It's sickening. I mean, there's so much to say on this. There's so much to say, and I'm going to get into another video soon. But one of the questions that boggles my brain about these liberal people, these globalist people, these people with LGBT community politics, why is that such a question? Why is children and sex such a hot number topic? Why are we even talking about it? Why is that such a table discussion? Whether or not can children, boys whose testicles haven't even dropped, okay, little girls who haven't even had their menstrual cycle yet, why are we talking about whether or not are they able to consent to an adult for sex? You know why? Because we got some sick, twisted, perverted adults out here. They want to have sex with the kids. They want to. Because a child is not even thinking about an adult in that particular way. They're not even thinking about an adult like that. Unless they were being groomed, which what the UN and Hollywood is doing to these kids now. Because let me tell you something. I think that this was already passed on. I think that they already decided that they were going to go ahead and decriminalize pedophilia. They're just trying to find a way to break it to the rest of the world. You want to know why I know? You want to know why I know? Because it was already in writing. It was already in writing.
This is the Gay Manifesto by Michael Swift, first published in Gay Community News, February 15th through the 21st in 1987. It is also reprinted in the Congressional Record. This is what it states. We shall sodomize your sons, emblems of your feeble masculinity, of your shallow dreams and vulgar lies. We shall seduce them in your schools, in your dormitories, in your gymnasiums, in your locker rooms, in your sports arenas, in your seminaries, in your youth groups, in your movie theater bathrooms, in your army bunkhouses, in your truck stops, in all your male clubs, in your House of Congress, whenever men are with men together. Your sons shall become our minions and do our biddings. They will be recast into our image. All laws banning homosexual activity will be revoked. Instead, legislation shall be passed which engenders love between men. All homosexuals stand together as brothers. We shall triumph only when we present a common face to the vicious heterosexual enemy. If you dare to cry faggot, it states, fairy, queer at us, we will stab you in your cowardly hearts and defile your dead, puny bodies. We will unmask the powerful homosexuals who masquerade as heterosexuals. You will be shocked and frightened when you find that your presidents and their sons, your industrialists, your senators, your mayors, your generals, your athletes, your film stars, your television personalities, your civic leaders, your priests, are not the safe, familiar heterosexual figures you assume them to be. We are everywhere. We have infiltrated your ranks. Be careful when you speak of homosexuals because we are always among you. We may be sitting across the desk from you. We may be sleeping in the same bed with you. All churches who condemn us will be closed. Our only gods are handsome young men. For us, too much is not enough. All males who insist on remaining stupidly heterosexual will be tried in homosexual courts of justice and will become invisible men. We shall rewrite history, history filled and debased with your heterosexual lies and distortions. We shall be victorious because we are filled with the ferocious bitterness of the oppressed who have been forced to play seemingly bit parts in your dumb heterosexual shows throughout the age. We too are capable of firing guns and manning the barricades of the ultimate revolution. Tremble, hetero swine, when we appear before you without our masks. Have you heard or read this article before?
So yeah, that was the Gay Manifesto that was inducted into U.S. Congress, okay, in 1987. Okay? All right? It was a part of the congressional record. All right? So this thing has already been in play. But see, they called it the gay revolutionary. But see, what they should have called it was the first draft to making pedophilia legal. Because let me tell you something, right? A gay man, now this is something that's argued within the LGBT community, within heterosexual communities. Can a gay man become a pedophile? I mean, you're pretty much there anyway. Because most gay men, if they're honest, most gay men were molested as little boys, right, by older men. That's pedophilia. So, especially, let me tell you something. There's not a lot of openly gay men out here to begin with, okay? That number is still very, very small. But the fact that they try to gaslight the rest of the public where, oh, no, it's not possible for a gay man to be a pedophile. Yes, it is very possible. Very possible. Because, see, it's called grooming techniques. Okay? And the fact that the UN wants to push for decriminalizing pedophilia acts against children, sexual acts against children, they know what they're talking about. Because children aren't thinking about adult men and women in that manner. You have sick, twisted, perverted adults, men and women, that mess with little boys and little girls. Okay? Why do you think that they have all this stuff out now where, oh, well, a 5-year-old can tell you what kind of gender he wants to be? You got trans kids, right? They're giving all these rights to these little kids, right? Oh, you can choose your gender. Oh, hey, Susie, you could just be, you could be Sam. And Sam, you could be Samantha. That's fine. That's fine. Because you know why? Because this is the grooming technique. Because see, first, they're choosing their gender. Then they're choosing, oh, well, is it okay if I go out with this guy that's my dad's age? He just wants to get ice cream. And the next thing you know, you got some 42-year-old grown-ass man walking up to your front door asking for your young daughter or asking for your young boy. And you know what? The law's going to pass to where you got to let him in. Now, we all know where that goes. We all know. Thank God I ain't got no little kids. I'll tell you right, all you parents out there, you better hold on to your kids. You better hold on tight. Because this is happening. And it most likely already happened. They're coming for your kids. Don't say I ain't saying nothing. Don't say you wasn't warned. Just say you was too damn busy on Instagram getting likes. Don't say you weren't warned. Because let me tell you something. If you got a little baby right now, I guarantee you, you're the one that's going to be going through it. Because you're going to have some sicko coming knocking on your door asking about your child. And is your child sexually active? And before you grab for your gun, just remember, the Tune-Up Show told you that they was pushing this to be a law. And you could have done something about it. We all could do something about it. So let's make it happen. Get up off your ass and let's stop these evil doers. Let's stop these sick, twisted, satanic, demonic people that cause themselves our leadership. Leave it in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you think that all saying B, you don't know what you're talking about. These people, they are our leaders. They wouldn't put us in danger. Yeah, okay. We'll see. I'm out of here. Peace.